Have you scrolled through your feed lately and just thought, what is happening to us? You see smart people you respect suddenly sharing wild claims without a second thought. Friends who used to debate ideas now just pick sides and dig in. And deep down, you feel this quiet unease, like something important is slipping away. You know that feeling? Like the world is getting louder, faster, and somehow dumber. Not because people are less intelligent, but because we're losing the one skill that actually makes intelligence useful: critical thinking. I'm your Nam, and this is Brain Catalyst. Today, we're diving into why critical thinking is disappearing and the quiet rise of what some call collective stupidity. But here's the good news. Understanding this is the first step to reclaiming your mind. Stick with me. This one might just change how you see everything. I used to be part of it. I remember sitting in my apartment a few years ago, doom scrolling for hours. Every hot take felt true in the moment. I'd get angry, share something, then later wonder why I believed it. My brain felt foggy, reactive, like I was thinking with my emotions instead of my logic. Sound familiar? You're not broken. You're not lazy. Your brain is just adapting to a world designed to hijack it. But here's what most people don't realize. This isn't just annoying. It's changing how entire societies think, or stop thinking. Let's break it down. The 7 hidden forces pulling us toward collective stupidity. We'll start with the everyday ones and build to the deeper, more powerful truths. By the end, you'll have tools to rise above it. Number 1, the scroll trap, your brain on fast rewards. You know what's crazy? Habitual scrolling trains your brain for speed, not depth. Studies show doom scrolling shortens attention spans and pushes us toward fast, intuitive thinking instead of slow analysis. One recent study even linked social media use in teens to lower memory and language performance just 2 years later. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for critical thinking, gets tired. Meanwhile, the reward centers light up like a slot machine. The wild part? You don't even notice it happening. You just feel restless when you try to read a full article or sit with a complex idea. But wait, this is the easiest one to spot. The real shifts come next. Number 2, echo chambers and the comfort of agreement. Here's the thing. Our brains hate cognitive dissonance. We crave belonging. Social media algorithms know this, so they feed us more of what we already like. Soon, your feed becomes a mirror. Everyone agrees. Dissent feels like betrayal. This is groupthink in action, when the desire for harmony overrides realistic appraisal of alternatives. Classic psychology research on groupthink shows it thrives under stress, strong leaders, or and high group identity. You start seeing the other side not as people with different views, but as enemies. Critical thinking? It feels unnecessary when your tribe already has the answers. I used to catch myself doing this with politics. I'd dismiss solid points because they came from the wrong group. It felt good, until it didn't. Number 3, the illusory truth effect. Lies feel true when repeated. You know that feeling when something sounds familiar, so it must be true? That's the illusory truth effect. Fake news spreads 6 times faster than truth online, and repetition makes it stick, even when you know better. Our System 1 thinking and Amat loves familiarity. System 2 takes effort, so we skip it. Collective stupidity rises when millions of brains accept the familiar over the examined. Number 4, emotional hijacking, when feelings become facts. But here's where it gets deeper. Neuroscience shows emotions aren't the enemy of reason, they're the rudder. Yet in overload, the amygdala can drown out the prefrontal cortex. Anger, fear, outrage, these light up your brain faster than calm analysis. Platforms know this. Outrage keeps you scrolling. You know what's wild? Many of us now equate strong emotion with truth. I feel it so deeply, it must be right. This is the pivot point. The first 3 make us passive. This one makes us active participants in stupidity. Number 5, the death of intellectual humility. Most people don't realize this one. Critical thinking requires saying, I might be wrong. But in a world of performative certainty, humility looks like weakness. We reward confidence, not curiosity. Influencers who admit nuance lose followers, so we double down. I remember when I argued with a friend about a complex issue. Instead of listening, I prepared my rebuttal. I left the conversation winning, but feeling empty. That was ego, not wisdom. The light side of this? When you reclaim humility, conversations become adventures again. Growth explodes. The dark side? Without it, relationships fracture, societies polarize. Number 6, over-reliance on instant answers. Search engines, AI summaries, quick videos, they give answers before we learn to ask good questions. Why struggle through uncertainty when the answer is one tap away? This bypasses the neural pathways we build through effortful thinking. Result, a generation that knows more facts but understands less. Surface knowledge without roots. Number 7, the deeper crisis. Loss of inner authority. And here's the most powerful one, the real secret. We've outsourced our thinking to the crowd, to algorithms, to experts, to feelings. We've lost touch with our own inner compass. When you constantly react to external noise, your sense of self gets blurry. You become a node in the network instead of a sovereign mind. This is collective stupidity at its core. Millions of intelligent individuals thinking through the group instead of with their own brain. But friend, here's the hope. Your brain is incredibly plastic. Every time you pause before sharing, question your first reaction, sit with discomfort, or seek out opposing views, you strengthen those critical thinking circuits. Dopamine from real understanding beats scroll hits every time. Reclaiming your mind, the transformation. Start small, one deep read a week instead of endless shorts. Ask what evidence would change my mind. Before debating, curate your inputs like a garden, pull the weeds. Practice the pause, feel the emotion, then ask what your wiser self thinks. The beautiful part, as you do this, you don't just get smarter. You get freer, calmer, more connected to what actually matters. You stop fearing being wrong and start loving seeking truth. That's not boring or elitist. That's alive. The world needs your critical mind right now. Not the loudest voice, not the angriest, the clearest, the kindest, the one willing to think. If this resonated, drop a comment. Which of these 7 hit you hardest? Which one will you work on this week? Hit subscribe and the bell. We're building a community here that thinks deeply in a shallow world. Next video, how to build unshakable mental clarity in the age of distraction. You're not alone in this. You've got this. See you in the next one.